What's up, guys? Obviously, it's Captain Obvious, and welcome to my 3,000 subscriber special or Q&A video. I'll be answering all of your questions you left on my previous video yesterday that you sent to me on Twitter, that you sent to me in private message, or any other way you guys could ever get me a question. The only ones I am not answering is if you ever sent me a question on Xbox Live, because I did not go on Xbox Live at all today. I do not plan on going on it as of right now. So if you guys send a question over there, or if your question is not answered in today's video, I made sure I'm going to answer every single question left on the video, Twitter, and PMs that I got yesterday. If you guys asked them before 1:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, they're not going to get, after that time as a matter of fact, they're not going to get answered. Sorry about that, because that's after I compile them all, and that's actually exactly the time I'm recording this. So if you guys ask any questions after that time, ask them down in the comment section below, and I will personally answer them for your understandment pleasure. I'm not sure if that's the right word, but I highly encourage all of you guys to watch through the entire video, because I really want to know what you guys think about all these answers I got. I think they're going to be a really awesome bunch of questions I got to answer. There's some pretty cool things in here. I've gone through them once or twice to get my answers sorted out, but other than that, I have not taken a look at most of them. I've only taken a look at the longer ones. So if you guys can stick to the entire thing, that would mean a lot to me. I may break this up into 2 videos, not quite certain about that. But I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Also, it's 117 and 25 on Operation Metro. Great gameplay. Hope you guys enjoy it. But without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so like I said, there's a lot of awesome questions on here that I'm really excited to answer. But there's a few of these questions that have been asked repeatedly in the comments. So I grouped those together. There are only 4 of them that I'm going to answer anonymously. I'm not going to say who asked these questions. I'm just going to answer them in general for the people who want to know these things. The first question is, what made me want to start YouTube? Now, I'm not going to go through this because it's going to take a very long time. I actually made a commentary about this a while back. If you go into my channel and go to the TGIF playlist, or search TGIF on my channel up in the upper right-hand corner, you can find a Mass Effect 3 TGIF video where I talk about why I started YouTube. So go to that video. It's about 10-11 minutes long. It explains everything. I have no time to talk about it in today's video, but I'll also provide a link in the description below for you guys to go check that out yourselves. Second question that was asked frequently was, what is my first name? My first name is Max. I know a lot of you guys know what that is. You've talked to me on Skype. You talked to me on Xbox Live. You've heard me talking about it. It's Max. My real official first name is Maximilian, but I prefer to go by Max. If you talk to me in the comment section and say Max, I would definitely answer. But Maximilian is what I go by in school, usually on my tests, but I don't have people call me Maximilian except for my mom when she's mad at me. Well, there's going to be a lot of really creepy and odd questions, a lot of sexual ones too in the video, and the first of many is ass or tits. And, personally, I know a lot of guys like ass, but I gotta go with tits. I mean, actually, the next question is, are you still a virgin? And the answer to that is yes as well. But, I mean, I don't think that an ass turns me on as much as boobs do. It's gonna, this video disclaimer, it's gonna be a little language and sexual content intensive. I'm not, holding back in this video. So if you guys are a little sensitive to that, you can go away. But I'm going to answer these questions as honestly as possible, and I got to say tits is what I like. And if you guys could do me a favor in the comment section below, let me know what you guys think. Which one is better, ass or tits? Alright, so now let's get into the personal questions that people have personally asked me. I'm going to say their names about who asked them. First question comes from Emperor Death 641. His first question is, what is the worst video game I have ever played? And there's a lot of terrible video games I've played. It's pretty pitiful the amount of games that I have played that have been pretty much the worst things ever. But the problem with this question is that my opinions of video games change over time. So a video game that I take a look at right now from like 5 years ago may seem like the worst thing I've ever played. But back in my day when I was younger, those video games were very, very good. I loved playing them. So the worst video game I've ever played at this point probably would either have to be, I gotta say Slender. I've played it once. It didn't scare me. It was actually pretty funny. I played it with my friends one night. it was not a scary game. It was stupid. I hated it. So Slender is the worst game I've ever played. What is the best game you've ever played? Now this I can definitely answer, and that is World of Warcraft. Your bank account security number. I can't answer that. I legally and financially cannot answer that question, so sorry. Owned Ninja asks, what made you start making videos on Battlefield 3, and how long has it been since you started? I started making Battlefield 3 videos the day the beta came out, so October 11th, I believe it was. I could be wrong with that. That may be the day the beta actually ended. So either October 11th or October 2nd or 3rd, something like that was when I started. And what made me start wanting to make Battlefield videos? I've always been a Battlefield fan. Ever since Bad Company 1, I've been playing all the Battlefield games. And I think Battlefield 3 would be a great game to put up on YouTube, and as a matter of fact, it's turned to quite the bandwagon here on YouTube. So I wasn't too much of a pioneer in that aspect that I thought I was back then. Skills1241 asks me, are you a hipster? No, I'm not. I'm your average white gamer. I don't go against the crowd in real life, except if you call gaming going against the crowd. I pretty much live a very normal life. I don't, do anything out of the normal, except my opinions of different things may seem a little hipster to you. I'm not tending to be the person who goes out of my way to be different. Sam0497 asks, when are you planning to get partnered and who with? I get this question probably 2 or 3 times a day, mostly from Almost Evil, but I feel like the answer to this is I have no idea when, and who I want to be partnered with is Machinima. It's always been my goal from before I even started YouTube to be partnered with Machinima, and that's where I'm going. You may not agree with me on that, but that's where I'm going. Rage Gaming, otherwise known as Josh, asks me, what if I spam you on Twitter, Skype, and YouTube? I'll answer. That's the answer. And also, what is your last name? My last name is... Alright, so Sir Game of the Year asks me, when are you switching to PC? Because I'll be there. Whenever I get asked if I'm doing PC, they always imply behind the question of, are you switching to PC, am I going to play Battlefield 3 on PC? I play PC games more than I play Xbox. It's a little unknown fact about me. I play World of Warcraft, I play Counter-Strike, I play Team Fortress 2, I play Half-Life. Any game that is on the Mac, I play it. That is actually good. So I play Gmod, I play Portal, I play Borderlands, Call of Duty 4, all those games on Mac I've played. So yes, I am on PC, I play on Steam, but only Source games. Weirdest license plate you have ever seen. I don't look at license plates, which I should be because I drive now. But the weirdest one, as a matter of fact, is my neighbor's license plate. And it is O Flick. And it's spelled in such a way where it says "Oh fuck." It's O-F-L-I. So the L and the I make a U-C-K. It's "Oh fuck." It's a clever thing, and he's a father of 4 kids, which is great. Great lesson to be teaching your kids about. So good for him. Great dad. Worst dream ever. This is a funny one. I was in a Russian submarine base once where my family was trapped. And this was a reoccurring dream. I don't know why it was reoccurring. But I was in a Russian submarine base with giant, platforms going across the top of it. Think of the, what was that level? In Mario 64, where it was one of the Bowser levels, where there's just all those platforms. Think of it like that. It was the submarine one. In that level, that's what I thought that the Russian submarine base was like, but it was really dark and dimly lighted. And I don't know why I was there. I was just there. That's the weirdest dream, or the worst dream I've ever had, because I usually woke up from that in having a nightmare. Well, how it was nightmaric, but that was 6 or 7 years ago. And the other question was regarding my announcement video. He said, why was that guy using a foregrip on the Scar L? People don't know anything about this game. That's all I'm saying. Alright, Mr. LOL You're Funny asks, how do you help forget about a girl who you believe you want to spend the rest of your life with? You can't be with this girl anyway, anyhow, because of things like her religious views. She finds interest in you, but you are crazy over her. How do you forget about her? Also, you haven't seen her for a whole year after knowing her for 2. So I think the idea is I haven't seen this girl I loved for a while, and I can't see her because of her religious views. Now, this is a hypothetical situation because I would never not date a girl because of her religious views. I would probably not date a girl if she was like one of those weird religions, like Westboro Baptist Church. I wouldn't date, I don't know. Mormons are kind of weird to me. No offense to if you guys are Mormons, they're kind of weird. As a matter of fact, the girl I had the biggest crush on in all time was a Mormon, which was, you know, I kind of got past that because she was a beautiful girl. But, you know, I don't know I would do that, honestly, because I never run into that situation. I've never run into a situation where this girl I loved so much went away, and that I would never, you know, spend the rest of my life with her. I mean, this girl I really, really liked. I don't think I would ever spend the rest of my life with her. I mean, she moved away, as a matter of fact, too, and her religious views are weird. So it's kind of like this question is totally set up for me in the fact that that girl is involved in it. But I gotta say that, honestly, I don't know how to deal with it. I probably distract myself with games, with family, with friends, anything to get my mind off of her. Eventually it would work, but, you know, from the beginning, it probably would be tough. He also asks, what equipment would you take into a zombie apocalypse that is only from Battlefield 3? Things like ammo boxes don't supply infinite ammo, and health boxes don't stop you from getting the virus. Alright, so in real life, it's not Battlefield 3. Usually, you'll die in one bullet. So I'm going to have to go with, and I'm going to make one kit setup. I am going to use, from the Assault class, I'm going to do the AN-94 with the ammo spec. I'm going to have to go with an N1911 pistol. It's very reliable, great pistol. And then, you know, I don't know about what my equipment would be it grenade launcher or medkit. I think since he says the medkit does not cure the virus, I'm going to have to go with the grenade launcher. Or probably the shotgun, as a matter of fact. So the M26, AN-94, with the heavy barrel and the ACOG scope, because you want to be able to hit those zombies at longer range. And you know what? No heavy barrel, suppressor, and a bipod. That's what I go with. And, you know, in real life, a zombie apocalypse would never be like what it is in Left 4 Dead. There would never be that many zombies around you. It would probably be like DayZ. So, yeah, a weapon like AN-94 would work great for me. Am I a fighter or a pacifist? Judging by the fact that I can fit my entire hand around my arm, I'm not a fighter. I consider myself a pacifist. I tend to not fight with people. I tend to avoid it, as a matter of fact. And the last question this guy is going to ask me, he says, be stuck in a pedo's house where trying to get out of it is like a maze. You eventually get raped. Oh, God. Or be stuck in the Amazon without food, water, compass, or a map, and you are miles away from any civilization. I'm going with the Amazon. I'm a Boy Scout. I can probably deal with it in some way, but I don't want to be in a pedo's house and get raped. That's just creepy to me. All right. Now we got a new guy asks the questions. He asks, and it's Wall Guy R6. What's your favorite thing about Medal of Honor 2012? The fact that I never played it. That's my favorite thing about it. Sorry, I never played the game, and the fact that I never played it is kind of happy to me because it did not look like that great of a game. People didn't like it, so I didn't like it. 070 Romac asks, what is your favorite food? Either mozzarella sticks from Red Robin or pizza. What is your favorite word to say? My friend and I have a word that we just say out of the blue randomly. The word is indubitably. I don't even know if that's a word, but that's my favorite word to say. And does the fact that you have 3,000 subscribers change the way you are? No, of course not. Why would I ever change my opinions, my views on things, just because there's more people watching me? That's the stupidest thing ever. I know more than half of YouTubers do. Like, they'll go along with the crowd, they'll change the opinions just to fit in. I would never do that. You can tell by my controversial videos I put out, I'm never going to change my opinion just to fit in with other people and to go along with the crowd. So, no, it does not change the person I am, and it never will. What made you get into this whole YouTube commentating thing anyway? Asks Yellow Downer 2. I know I, said it in the beginning that there's a video regarding it, but I'm going to say one thing. And the one thing, honestly, that got me into it was the fact that I wanted to do something more with my gaming. LOO7 asks, why does all the cheese powder stick to my spoon when I mix my macaroni and cheese? Does this happen to you? It happens to me all the time, and it pisses me off so much. And the only reason I think it sticks to it is because there's water on your spoon, and I think that cheese sticks to water. I could be wrong with that about that, but I think cheese sticks to water. Try putting the macaroni and cheese on the spoon without anything else on it. It won't stick. RockyMan2011 says, have you pretended to be sick to avoid someone or some meeting? Have you ever been caught in an embarrassing... Oh, sorry, that was one question. No, I've never been sick to avoid talking to somebody, ever. Have you ever been caught in an embarrassing situation by my parents? I've been caught watching porn twice by my parents. What's your favorite breakfast cereal? Raisin Bran. It's awesome. Which is your favorite holiday? My favorite holiday would have to be Christmas. I like presents. That's it. What is the first thing you do in the morning when you wake up? Go to the bathroom. Which is your most memorable trip with your friends? I went with 3 of my friends to PAX East the past year, and that would probably have to be the best time of my life. So, that. Where do you shop for clothes? I don't know. Banana Republic and J. Crew. Things like that. That's where I shop for my clothes. Have you ever lied about your age? No, there's no reason I would ever have to. He's probably implying that I would lie to about my age to get into a bar. No, I'm not a person like that. I would never do that. Any word or something that you say repetitively, and you say a lot. I'm not even going to answer this question because it's pretty obvious. It's pretty obvious what I say all the time. And, yep, I think that's all the questions that he asked me. Now we have Juggernaut571. He says, favorite Brazilian jiu-jitsu submission. I don't know what jiu-jitsu is. I just heard of it. I don't even know anything of the technical things. Pen or paper RPGs or video game RPGs? Video game RPGs. Hot Pockets or pizza rolls? I've never had either of them, but if I had to say, it would probably have to be a pizza roll because Hot Pockets have some weird shit in them that I don't even want to taste. Shadow Leonidas asks the ever-daunting question, Coke or Pepsi? Neither. I don't drink soda. CK Lank 2 says, do you like men? I knew this question was coming. No. Well, men as in friends? Yes. But men sexually and attracted to them? No, not at all. Everando says, top 10 favorite games. I didn't look at this question before, so I'm just going to go off the top of my head and list them all, or my top favorite games. I'm not going to have time to list them all in top 10, but I'm going to list my top games. I'll list 10 of them. World of Warcraft, Battlefield 3, Call of Duty Black Ops, Call of Duty World at War, Borderlands, Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, Pokemon Pearl, Team Fortress 2, Red Faction Guerrilla, and I'm looking at Mass Effect 3. Those are my 10 favorite games. I'm not going to order them in order. If you want me to do that, I'll do it some other time. RS Knight 22 asks, on a scale of 1 to 10, what is your pet's favorite number of the alphabet? Thank you for answering in advance. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be a joke question or you're seriously asking me this, because if you are, I feel sorry for you, dude. But I know for certain it's a joke question. It would probably have to be 6. Just taking a wild guess there. I don't know, but probably 6. James Fisherization asks, RPG or small? RPG all the way. I feel like the reload is a little bit shorter than the small, and the small just pisses me the fuck off. I feel like the RPG is stronger as well. I don't know what it is, but they're statistically identical. I just feel like the RPG has a little more flavor to it, and it's a better weapon. Zach413 asks, on a scale of 1 to 2, does the monkey carry the insanity disease? I don't know if that's one of those, like an internet meme or something like that. So I'm going to say 1.5. Honestly, I have no idea. And if so, does it carry the airborne itchy monkey butt infection? I think 1.5 is more leaning toward 2, which I'm probably going to say is if so. So, I mean, rounding up, 0.5 goes to 2. So, no? I don't know. And the most important question you've ever answered in your life, chicken or turkey? You can only cook turkey one way, in my opinion, and that is roasted. And chicken can be cooked so many different ways, so I'm probably have to say chicken. Car Kit Cat 211 says, "Do you prefer cod?" This is the question to leave off here for part 1 of my Q&A. I'll continue part 2 right after this, as a matter of fact, and it will be released on Sunday, or no, not Sunday, Monday, which will be tomorrow. Which is actually tomorrow, as a matter of fact. Do I prefer COD? No. I don't prefer COD per se. It's a fun game. I love it. And I don't prefer Battlefield 3 either. I think that's what you're trying to ask me. Do I prefer COD over Battlefield 3? No, I don't prefer Battlefield 3 over COD, or the other way, or COD over Battlefield 3. I find that COD is a great game to get your mind off of a serious game like Battlefield 3. It's fun. It's a great game. I'm not saying it's not a great game. I love COD. And 2 of the 6 COD games that have been released in the past 6 years are on my top 10 favorite games list. So, I'm not going to say I prefer COD over everything else. But what I am going to say is, COD and Battlefield are my favorite FPS shooters. COD will beat out other things such as Counter-Strike, Team Fortress, and things like that. I don't prefer COD over any other game. I personally prefer World of Warcraft over any other game. But I don't prefer COD over Battlefield. But I don't prefer COD over any other game. It's still a great game. I love playing it, but I don't prefer it. So that's it for part 1 of my Q&A video. Tomorrow on Monday we'll have the second part to this question and answer video. You may see some repetitive gameplay because I haven't gotten any gameplay at all because I'm still getting used to my SCUF controller. And that's going to take a while to get used to. But I hope you guys are looking forward to part 2 tomorrow. I hope I can answer all the rest of your guys' questions. I'm having a lot of fun so far. It's been a good video. And, you know, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Follow my Twitter, link is down in the description. And as always, rate, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later.